Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got a jam-packed episode full of breaking NFL news, juicy rumors, and updates you absolutely cannot miss, especially if you're a fan of the Cowboys, Giants, or just college to pro NFL drama in general. Let's start with a major update from ESPN regarding Georgia wide receiver George Pickens, who has been the subject of intense speculation ever since the draft rumors started heating up. According to multiple sources, Pickens has officially been clearing medical evaluations, and ESPN insiders are indicating that his draft stock could see a significant rise if he continues to show the form that made him a standout at Georgia. For those unfamiliar, Pickens is a dynamic playmaker with incredible hands, elite route running skills, and the ability to create separation against top-tier defenders, making him one of the most intriguing wide receiver prospects in recent memory. The buzz around him isn't just about his athletic ability, though. There's a narrative forming around his mental toughness and capacity to adjust to the pro game quickly, which is something scouts say is often overlooked in pre-draft evaluations. This could be massive for teams looking to add a weapon to their passing game immediately, and several franchises are reportedly circling, ready to pounce if he falls into the late first or early second round. Now, shifting gears to some Cowboys talk, rumors are swirling that Malik Hooker, the versatile safety known for his ball-hawking skills and range in the secondary, could be a potential target for Dallas in the offseason. Hooker has had an up-and-down career with injuries, but when healthy, he's a true game-changer in the secondary and could fill a major hole for the Cowboys' defense, which has struggled at times to cover elite receivers and tight ends. Adding Hooker would not only provide stability and experience in the backfield but also create opportunities for more aggressive play calling, giving coordinators the confidence to mix up coverages knowing that Hooker can be trusted in critical situations. The Cowboys front office has reportedly been exploring trade options and free agent avenues, and Hooker's name keeps coming up in internal discussions, which means this is more than just a passing rumor. There's tangible interest brewing behind the scenes. On the offensive side, we cannot ignore the continued speculation surrounding CeeDee Lamb and his relationship with the Cowboys organization. Lamb has been a superstar since entering the league, combining elite route precision, reliable hands, and the kind of yards after catch ability that makes quarterbacks look like heroes. But despite all that, there are whispers around the NFL about potential off-season movement involving Lamb, and whether that's fueled by contract strategy, team dynamics, or simply market value speculation, it's enough to get fans talking. Pair that with the ongoing drama around Mike McCarthy potentially heading to the Giants, and we've got a real narrative forming about the shifting balance of power in the NFC East. McCarthy's future with the Cowboys has been the subject of endless debate, particularly given the team's recent playoff struggles and the increasing pressure from fans and analysts alike. The Giants, on the other hand, are reportedly intrigued by the idea of bringing in a proven head coach with a track record of success, and McCarthy's experience, offensive acumen, and ability to develop quarterbacks could make him a prime candidate to turn the Giants into a legitimate contender. It's a storyline that, if it comes to fruition, could reshape the entire division, especially if you consider the Cowboys' potential roster moves with Hooker and Lamb. Imagine a scenario where the Cowboys bolster their defense with Hooker, keep Lamb as their cornerstone offensive weapon, but then lose McCarthy to a rival team suddenly. We're talking about a complete strategic shift that could impact the playoff picture for years. And while none of this is finalized yet, insiders are pointing to discussions, preliminary meetings, and even informal talks that suggest something could happen sooner rather than later. Back to Pickens for a moment, because this story deserves a deeper dive. He's not just another college star making the jump to the NFL. Analysts have been highlighting his ability to perform under pressure, particularly in high-stakes games, and that's exactly the kind of player who can step into a pro offense and make an immediate impact. Pair him with a quarterback who can stretch the field, and suddenly you have a receiving core capable of challenging even the most elite secondaries. Teams in desperate need of a playmaker at wide receiver are circling, and the excitement is palpable in scouting circles. For the Cowboys specifically, while they've historically prioritized their passing attack, adding someone like Pickens or exploring other top prospects could redefine their offensive schemes, especially if McCarthy were to leave. Speaking of McCarthy, the Giants' connection makes even more sense when you consider the team's need for a disciplined, offense-minded coach who can maximize the talent of their roster while instilling a culture of consistency and accountability. McCarthy has demonstrated the ability to manage high-pressure situations and get the best out of his quarterbacks, which is exactly what a team like the Giants needs to compete with the likes of Philadelphia and Washington in the NFC East. All of this combines into a fascinating offseason puzzle, the Cowboys juggling potential free agent pickups like Malik Hooker, managing the future of CeeDee Lamb, and possibly facing the reality of losing McCarthy. Meanwhile, the Giants look poised to make bold moves to upgrade their coaching staff and perhaps shake up the division hierarchy. And don't forget the fan factor. These stories generate massive speculation online, from social media debates to expert panel predictions, which adds another layer to the drama. Fans are already imagining potential trades, draft day surprises, and strategic maneuvers that could turn the league upside down. So whether you're a Cowboys fan nervously watching every rumor, a Giants fan hoping for a seismic shakeup, or just a football enthusiast who loves tracking insider info and speculative narratives, this period leading into the draft and free agency is absolutely electric. And while we have to be careful to separate rumor from confirmed news, the pattern is clear: teams are positioning, strategizing, and preparing to make big moves that could define the next decade of football. From George Pickens' medical updates and rising draft profile to Malik Hooker's potential impact on Dallas, CeeDee Lamb's superstar status and future negotiations, and Mike McCarthy's possible leap to New York, the storylines intersect in ways that could have far-reaching consequences for fans and players alike. So as we track these developments day by day, one thing is certain: the offseason is shaping up to be one of the most unpredictable and intriguing in recent memory, filled with trade rumors, draft speculation, and coaching drama that will keep us all on the edge of our seats. And of course, I'll be right here breaking down every update, dissecting every rumor, and giving you the analysis you need to make sense of it all, because in a league where one move can change the balance of power, staying informed isn't just fun, it's essential. Stick around, because if any of these stories break, from Pickens' potential landing spot to Hooker suiting up in Dallas, Lamb's next contract, or McCarthy walking into MetLife Stadium, we're going to cover it in detail, giving you insight that goes beyond the headlines and into the strategy, the personalities, and the future of the NFC East and the NFL as a whole.